Will Ferrari bring the new wing to Melbourne? Here is what we know. This is the question haunting the paddock and keeping rival technical directors awake at night. But the answer isn't as immediate as many had hoped. As the 2026 World Championship approaches, Ferrari's management seems to be following a script written with surgical coldness. While other teams are living through a technical horror film, Ferrari is playing its cards very close to its chest. Look at Aston Martin, a disaster in the making, with vibrations destroying batteries and a pace that is reportedly 4 seconds a lap slower than the leaders. There are even rumors of a farce planned for Melbourne, a 3-lap parade followed by a simulated double retirement just to avoid the heavy penalties of the Concord Agreement. In this landscape of chaos, Ferrari can afford the luxury of silence and perfection. We are talking about the Macarena wing, the innovation that left everyone speechless during the Bahrain tests. What we saw on the SF-26 during the collective tests in Bahrain was not the final version, but a well-crafted decoy. According to the latest analyses, that was merely a mechanical prototype. The team's goal wasn't to chase pure performance, but to verify that this revolutionary system, capable of flipping over completely, was structurally indestructible under the aerodynamic loads of the new regulations. Why so much caution? Because the numbers that emerged are terrifying. Thanks to a regulatory loophole identified by technical director Loïc Serra, the Macarena wing is estimated to give Ferrari an extra boost of 4 to 5 kilowatts on the straights. In an era where energy management has become a dangerous challenge for many manufacturers, having 5 kilowatts of pure, free aerodynamic power is an advantage that heavily shifts the balance of the championship before the lights even go out. So, will we see this ace up their sleeve in Melbourne? The official answer is no. Maranello has chosen the path of maximum reliability. The deadline for the introduction of the final version has been set for the Canadian Grand Prix, the 7th round of the season. However, there is a Plan B agitating the paddock. Engineers are working frantically back at the factory to perfect the system's actuation speed. The concrete hope within the Gestione Sportiva is to move the debut up to the 4th or 5th race. Why the wait? Ferrari wants to be absolutely certain that the system is infallible and legally bulletproof before exposing it to the political protests of their rivals. Look at what is happening around Ferrari to understand how precious this gained time really is. Aston Martin is in total crisis, with Andy Cowell rushed to Japan to try and save a Honda power unit that is literally imploding. They are already talking about abandoning 2026 to focus everything on 2027. In this scenario of technical desperation, Ferrari can afford to sharpen the guillotine calmly. While others struggle to understand how to manage start procedures or how to prevent their cars from crumbling after a few miles, Ferrari is simply deciding when to deliver the final blow with aerodynamics that no one else had the courage to dare. The timer for the Macarena debut has officially started. Whether we see it at the 4th race or we have to wait for Canada, one thing is certain. Ferrari has found a gray area in the rules that is worth a small eternity in terms of performance. What would you do if you were in charge of Ferrari? Would you risk everything immediately to dominate from Melbourne? Or would you wait for absolute perfection in Canada? Let us know in the comments. And to make sure you don't miss a single technical detail of this technological war, stay tuned to 0 to 500K. See you on the track!